Hello. I wanted to talk for a couple of minutes on the subject of doing the work. And right now, this work is illustrations for a climbing book. In fact, it's being published by an Italian publisher. But whether you're a cartoonist or writer, or indeed a performer, and some of you watching might have also seen me doing those things as well, it really doesn't make much difference. And the essential part that nobody talks about is the part I want to talk about today, which is the actual doing of the work. We mostly think about the part that's exciting, doing the radio interview or the TV or whatever it might be, or speaking to in public to a group, which can be a lot of fun, perhaps even some public attention that people in the arts get from time to time, some level of fleeting fame or whatever it might be, and that can be very pleasant too, although it can also get a little hollow over time. But the point I want to make today is that none of it has anything to do at all with the actual substance of the work. And that if you have any interests or ambitions in the arts at all, and if so, good luck to you. And everyone, there's no one that doesn't have talent. Anyone can be artistic if they want to be. But I sometimes wonder think that those of us who do it for a living might be inadvertently giving the wrong impression. And the real impression is that this is what it's about. This, right here, what you're looking at. The reality of working in the arts, particularly if you're writing or drawing. Performing's a little different, but the idea actually translates, is this. This is when the rubber hits the road. It's you in a lonely room by yourself with a blank sheet of paper or the equivalent, and all of the tyranny and the fear that implies, leaping into something you can't possibly know what it's going to be. Will it be terrific? Will it be terrible? It's usually impossible to know, but it is that lonely moment when you ask a question from all your friends who all think you're crazy because they're doing things that are much more fun than this, and you have your tail plastered to the chair and are labouring away quite hard with who knows what destination. It's not like working for someone else where you are given a particular assignment to do and you know when it's done, and you can get some satisfaction from simply handing it in. Handing it in the world of the arts is just the start. Maybe it goes somewhere, maybe it goes nowhere. And most of us do some sort of public talks. It's part of the job. I've certainly given talks at artists or cartooning conventions, or people who see your work and they hear that you and some other people are talking and they come along, or writers, creative writing seminars and things like that. And what I always feel like saying at these seminars, and you can't, of course, because it's not polite, but what I always feel like saying to all of those people who are assembled, who are usually, by the way, asking the wrong questions. The questions that people ask are often, how do I get published? How do I get recognised? How do I get on the Ellen show? Not that I've ever done that, but the same idea. How do you get on some show? How do I get famous? How do I get successful? And in the words of Steve Martin, the comedian, a better question would be, how do I get good? And so when people come to these conventions and so forth, what my heart always wants to ask them is, what are you doing here? Why are you sitting here listening to me? Go home. Put some glue on your chair, apply both buttocks to the glue, and firmly cement yourself in place and work. Because this is where the reality is. This is what the arts really is. It's you and whatever it is that's inspired you to draw something, and some fairly simple equipment, figure models, light box, a pen, whatever you need, but usually not much. and quietude. And the real work happens when you're tired and you're scruffy and you don't look good, and it's about as glamorous as cleaning a toilet. So if anyone is in the market for advice from someone who's done it for a living since they were, I can't believe it myself, but the truth is since they were 13, believe it or not. I wrote tales of mystery and suspense for Reader's Digest, lied about my age, of course. The real message I want to get across today is just do it. Quit worrying about how good you'll look on the talk show or what the jacket design is going to look like on your eventual book, or, you know, how you're going to get discovered. No, it's not about that. It's about gluing your bottom to the chair and doing the unglamorous thing, doing the actual work, doing the stuff. Do that first. First, worry about everything else later. Thank you for watching, and good luck to you in all of your creative ambitions. Bye.